Hi everyone, we're looking at Manchild today by Sabrina Carpenter. It's a nice simple song. We don't need a capo and there are only 3 chords. Right, we have G, we have A sus, and we have C add 9. So let's take a look at those first. Pause the video if you need to practice. For G we have the very basic version, so hopefully most of you already know this. And C add 9, which is our 3rd chord, you'll notice it's the same thing, but the middle finger just comes down to the A string. So we also want to pick from the A string. Alright. And the 2nd chord, a little trickier. We have this A sus chord. Okay. It is technically an A minor chord in the song, but there's definitely all of that sus sound happening, so you want to play this shape really. Now it's a little difficult because finger 1 is covering 2 notes at the same time on the D string, 2nd fret, and on the G string, 2nd fret, okay? And you want to play from the A string, because it's A sus, right? So when you play this chord, you want to use the thumb to help support, push it against the neck, right? And to kind of squeeze the hand in a little bit to really help keep that clear. Otherwise you're going to get this, all of this sound happening. The fingers really need to be pushed in, all right? Now you'll notice finger 3 and 4, they actually stay there for every chord. They're there for G, and for A, and for C. So you can leave those pushed in. You're going to get a little bit of soreness in the tips though, if you're more of a beginner, but don't worry, it will strengthen your fingers. Just take a break when you need it, okay? Now let's think about the timing. If you're a beginner as well, you could actually play it this way for the whole song. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 bars on G, and then 1 on A, 1 on C. So I'll show you the rhythm now with the right hand. We have a rhythm we can play in the verses, and we have the rhythm we can play in the chorus, all right? And there's a way to make it a little more advanced, and there's a way to make it more simple. So for the verse, if you want to keep it simple, all you have to do is put the side of your hand against the strings, and you're just going to do down strokes. Very continuous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so again, the side of my hand is touching the strings, just gently. You don't have to push it in, just gently, and then you can pick a bit more aggressively to get that really cool sound, palm mute sound. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. Now, for the more advanced rhythm, we're going to try and miss out some of those strums. So instead of continuous, we miss some of them out. Right, so some of them are not there anymore, which is a bit confusing, and you kind of have to practice it a little bit. And it's also helpful to listen to the song. You can kind of hear that that's what the synth sound does, all right? So let's start with the G chord to practice this. Again, put your hand against the strings for that palm mute sound, which helps keep everything short and snappy. Okay, so we start with 1 and 2 and 3. Ready, 2, 3, play it with me. 1 and 2, 3. And again, here we go. 1 and 2, 3. Okay, now we'll add 1 on beat 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2. this one's a little tricky to go 4 and 1 and 2 and, because there's a few on the offbeat. So really take your time with this one. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, then all we have to do is connect together with 3 more strums on the end. Ready? 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 2, try with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let's try it with the chord changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So remember, we're going to have to switch chords halfway through. So on beat 1, da, 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 you need to basically do a quick swap of the fingers there. You can just practice that first bit. Alright, you can always miss a strum out. If you need to make it easier to change chord, just miss a strum. It's not a big deal, alright? Now one thing I do, which is another layer, so this is very advanced, you really don't have to do this, but I also add a little slap on beats 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. So to make this, you basically bring the hand down quite firmly and you're still kind of doing a strum with the hand also kind of coming in. So that combination, you get this nice sound. And we can add that on beats 2 and 4, which gives us this. Again, very advanced, you don't have to do that, you really don't, especially because you're playing along to the song, there's already drums happening. Now, you can stick to the beginner version, don't forget, you can just play continuous down strums, down, 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 down. Alright, that still sounds really good. Okay, the advanced version, give it a try if you want to. Alright, onto the chorus. Now I'm going to start with the beginner version, but everybody start with this, even if you want to get more advanced later, definitely start with this. We're going to obviously take the hand off now, no palm mute, because it needs to be full and loud as the chorus. And we're still going to do that steady rhythm, down, 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 all down strokes. Right, so you emphasize where the drums go, cats and boots, cats and boots, cats and boots. So it's almost like you're winding it up each time. Quiet, loud, quiet, loud, quiet, loud. Yeah? And we do that on the 3 chords. Why you always come running to me? So when we get to this part, we do a little pause and then a full loud strum. Make sure you get every string. So we'll do 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So you do a little stop on beat 3. So you do 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then carry on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then we carry on. So the chorus is actually very simple. If you do want to be more advanced, then you can try and emphasize all of the same things you did in the verse. So in the verse we had that. And you can do that within your strumming. So it's very subtle just with the emphasis, but I'm still getting that bum 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 bum. I'm just adding that a little bit into the strumming sound. Okay, that's very advanced and it's a little complicated, so you really don't have to do that. The easiest thing is to just keep that continuous strumming going, right? And that's it, guys. That's the whole song. It just goes round and round the verse, chorus, strumming pattern, right? But I will show you a few little tricks now if you want to do them. So in the pre-chorus, you can do this very cool trick. You're hearing the song, and then you carry on as normal. And it happens twice. So if you want, you can try that. All you do is you pick the bass note first, the low E string. Then we're going to pick the D string and hammer on finger 1 to fret 2. So you pick once, and the second note comes from that hammer on. Then you need to take the finger off as you pick the G string. Make sure it comes off. Right? Then you pick up on the B string. And we'll do another upstroke, catching a few more strings. Alright? Then we continue. Now when you do this, it can be helpful to just rest your pinky on the guitar body just so you have this anchor point. It's easier to play accurately with this kind of thing. So you've got your rhythm going, and then you're gonna bring that pinky down just for that little bit, right? It's like a different position. My hand kind of comes away, the pinky is resting, and then I'm back to the other position, right? That anchor point just makes it really easy to be more accurate with this kind of string picking style, right? Again, you don't have to do this. It's just a cool little trick to add into the pre-chorus. It's that first pre-chorus where this happens, all right? All right, that is everything. The play-along is coming up now, so you can try and do the whole song with me and the song, and you'll have all the chords and rhythms up to guide you. If you need to slow down the video, you can always do that. You just have to click the little settings icon and change the playback speed, and just start slow and then work your way up just so you get used to the rhythm and changing chords and that sort of thing. If you found this lesson helpful, please give it a like, thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe as well. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss on future lessons. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck with the play along. I'll see you in the next video.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.